In today's show, Kraken CEO Jesse Powell reveals his $1 million Bitcoin price target and even when it could happen. That's right, Jesse Powell believes Bitcoin is set to hit the seven-figure mark. In a new interview with Bloomberg TV, he bets that the Bitcoin price will grow by roughly 2,000% within the next decade and says it could eventually replace other dominant world currencies. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Checking out the latest wisdom from Max Kaiser, one of my favorite quotes of all time he just shared. As a Bitcoin sovereign individual, the number of people I'm obligated to interact with is very small. This is an underrated luxury. Touche. And did you sell your Satoshis to Michael Saylor again? As Adam Back points out, why do people keep doing that? They forget, panic sell, and a few days later, turns out Michael Saylor found another 15 million and bought them up, and he's not the only one. Stop selling Bitcoin under $100,000, people. Now this is funny but true at the same time. There is a thin line between respect and jealousy. Every time I see MicroStrategy purchase more Bitcoin, shout out to Russell Okong. Also breaking news, BitGo has revealed it holds $250 million in Bitcoin on its balance sheet. The digital asset infrastructure company has held Bitcoin since 2014. Also, Plan B just tweeted, Bitcoin went from 10,000 in October to 50,000 in February. Do you realize that if we do that same 5x in 5 months, then Bitcoin is $250,000 in July? In today's show, I'll also be sharing the latest from Rich Dad Robert Kiyosaki. Also, Bitcoin's next top could be between $75,000 and $306,000, according to this new Kraken research. That's right, based on previous cycles, Bitcoin could likely continue appreciating gradually in price before ultimately going parabolic and hitting resistance, which will signal the end of its fourth bull market cycle. The report states, I'll be breaking down the highlights for you right here in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As we can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most all the major altcoins are currently correcting and in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button, that's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by BlockFi, where you can put your crypto to work. They just paid out over $35 million in interest in February, including 450 Bitcoin, 5,000 Ethereum, and 6 million in stablecoins. They're paying out a 6% annual percentage yield on BTC, 5.25% on Ethereum, and 9.3% on USDT. Now, what I love about BlockFi, besides the fact they're so easy to use and that there's no hidden fees, they are backed by the biggest names in the industry, including Fidelity, Winklevoss, Morgan Creek, and Coinbase. And they have a promo running right now where if you use my link in the description right down below, you can get up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $25 or more. All you need to do is click that link right down below. It'll take you here. Then click this yellow button that says sign up, and you'll notice a referral code already pre-populated for you to take advantage of this bonus. So what are you waiting for? Click that link right down below and let's start stacking those sats. Shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to discuss, a lot of uber bullishness, so let's dive right in, shall we? Kraken CEO Jesse Powell believes that Bitcoin is set to hit the seven-figure mark. When do you feel Bitcoin is likely to hit seven figures? My prediction is in 2025. The next halving, as we all know, is in 2024, and the year after the halving is when the market goes absolutely parabolic. However, in a new interview with Bloomberg TV, Jesse Powell bets that the Bitcoin price will grow by roughly 2,000% within the next decade and says it could eventually replace other dominant world currencies. He goes on to share, so you know, the people that are believers in Bitcoin say it's going to replace all the world's currency. So basically, whatever the market cap of the dollar is or the euro, all of that combined is what Bitcoin could be worth. In the near term, people see it surpassing gold as a store of value. So I think $1 million as a price target within the next 10 years is very reasonable. I couldn't agree more. I think that is extremely conservative because, as I pointed out, I think we're going to hit that seven-figure mark by 2025. But let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Jesse Powell outlines his bullish Bitcoin price prediction and also asserts that Bitcoin's value likely won't be measured in dollars in the long term. I agree, because as the dollar continues to implode and it becomes virtually worthless, one Bitcoin theoretically can be worth $100 million. Here's what Jesse Powell has to say. Of course, we can only speculate, but when you measure it in terms of dollars, you have to think that it's going to infinity. This national currency is only 50 years old. That's right, the 50-year anniversary of the US dollar is later this year. It's already showing extreme signs of weakness, and I think pretty soon people are going to start measuring the price of things in terms of Bitcoin. I couldn't agree more. And I think true believers will tell you that it's going to go all the way to the moon, to Mars, and eventually it will be the world's currency. So we won't be measuring the price of Bitcoin in terms of dollars, but in terms of what else you're going to be buying with it. And probably planets and other solar systems. Maybe they'll be comparing Bitcoin in terms of gold over USD. That's why we got to get out of that mindset of comparing Bitcoin to the dollar. As for a short-term Bitcoin price prediction, earlier this year, Jesse Powell told Bloomberg that Bitcoin could reach $100,000 this bull cycle. I feel we're likely to hit that six-figure mark later this year in May. That's right. I think April we can hit 77,000, which is Max Keiser's short-term price target. And I think May we cross that six-figure mark. But again, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. The CEO asserts that a wide array of investors are seeking refuge from inflation with Bitcoin. He goes on to share, people are flocking to it as a safe haven because of that finite, predictable supply. We're not going to mine an asteroid of Bitcoin anytime soon. No one can print Bitcoin, so it's very predictable, and people are flocking to it for that reason. It's the scarcity, unlike gold. Check out this story I shared the other day. Wow, these villagers discovered an entire mountain full of gold. This is one of the many major flaws with gold. No true scarcity or hard cap, limited supply. Unlike Bitcoin, and the story reads, El Dorado in real life, Congolese villagers get the biggest surprise of their lives after discovering a whole mountain full of gold. They are digging the soil with gold deposits in it and taking them home, as you can see right here on your screen. So unlike Bitcoin, there is no finite limited supply with gold, which makes Bitcoin so much superior in so many ways. And Jesse Powell also goes on to share, in the past 3 months, we're seeing a massive influx of new accounts from all personas. So we're seeing hedge funds, we're seeing wealth managers, we're seeing retail investors, we're seeing day traders. Everyone is signing up for it. That's right. And this bull run is just getting started. If you're to ask me, we're still in the bottom of the first inning. Now, before I break down the latest from Max Keiser, Adam Back, Russell Okong, as well as the Bitcoin Archive and Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, as well as sharing the latest with you from rich dad Robert Kiyosaki, as well as Bitcoin's next top, which could be between $75,000 and $306,000, according to this new Kraken research. Let's first take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin down about 4% for the day and correcting, trading at about $48,600. We have Ethereum down about 4%, trading just above $1,500. Chainlink down about 7.5%. Trading just below $28, and Polkadot down about 10%, trading at $33.66. All right, now let's check out this tweet from Max Keiser, probably one of my most favorite quotes. He just shared this yesterday. As a Bitcoin sovereign individual, the number of people I'm obligated to interact with is very small. This is an underrated luxury. I couldn't agree more. And someone tweeted this meme, there's too many people in this world. We need a new plague. Does it sound familiar with the coronavirus pandemic? Also like to point out that Max Keiser's short-term Bitcoin price target is 77,000, and he's also predicting a $220,000 Bitcoin price by the end of this year. Let me know if you agree with these bullish price predictions. Also, Adam Back, the creator of Blockstream, recently tweeted regarding selling your sats to Michael Saylor again. Haha, why do people keep doing that? They forget. Panic sell, and a few days later, it turns out that Michael Saylor found another 15 million and bought them up, and he's not the only one. Stop selling Bitcoin under $100,000, people. That's right. Stop selling with your weak hands to strong hands, such as MicroStrategy, Square, PayPal, and the list goes on. And as Russell Okong, the NFL player, points out, there is a thin line between respect and jealousy. Every time I see MicroStrategy purchase more Bitcoin, let me know if you feel this way in the comments right down below. Now checking out this tweet from the Bitcoin Archive. Breaking news. BitGo has revealed it holds $250 million in Bitcoin on its balance sheet. The digital asset infrastructure company has held Bitcoin since 2014. Now, how many other major institutions are currently holding Bitcoin on their balance sheet that we don't know about? So I love hearing stories like this. And as Crypto Smine points out, there are many big institutions out there that own lots of Bitcoin but have not disclosed. Your neighbor could be holding a lot of Bitcoin but doesn't say. Mainstreaming Bitcoin is happening. That, my friend, is a fact. And before I break down the latest from Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, as well as rich dad Robert Kiyosaki, as well as Bitcoin's next top, which could be between 75,000 and 306,000, according to this new Kraken research. Let's first take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting above $1.4 trillion with $130 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And current Bitcoin dominance is 60.7%, and Ethereum dominance is 11.7%, and the Bitcoin market cap is sitting at $800 $198 billion, with the Ethereum market cap sitting at $179 billion. Now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Holo up 24%, trading at 0.003. Bancor up 19%, trading at $7.72. We have Neem up about 12%, trading at 75 cents, and Swissborg up 15%, trading at $1.19. Now checking out the top losers within the top 100, we have Flow down about 16% for the day, but still up about 60% for the week, trading at $32. We have Chili's down 14% for the day, but still up 95% for the week, trading at 10 cents. Theta Fuel, which I know many of you are very bullish on, down 11% for the day, but still up 50% for the week, trading at 14 cents. And Theta down 11% for the day, but up 25% for the week, trading just below $4. Now, out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Let me know in the comments right down below. All right, now let's check out the latest from Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model. He tweeted, Bitcoin went from $10,000 in October to $50,000 in February. Do you realize that if we did that same 5x in 5 months, then Bitcoin is $250,000 in July? Now, I feel that Bitcoin is likely to hit 100,000 by May. If we can hit 250,000 in July, there's no telling how high we can climb by the end of this year, potentially $400,000 to $500,000, especially if we witness a super cycle, which is in the realm of possibilities. Plan B also recently tweeted Bitcoin RSI 91 pausing for 95, which is a great bullish indicator. You can see this orange dot, which means this bull cycle is just getting started. He also recently tweeted my most hated chart about Bitcoin, S&P 500 correlation, S&P 4,000 and Bitcoin $100,000 soon. I feel it does look this way. Again, I predict $100,000 Bitcoin price by May, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. He also recently tweeted this was an update for the February close. New orange dot. February close at $45,240. January was $33,141, and the current price at this time was $46,500. Like clockwork, which just shows us we're ahead of schedule according to the stock to flow X model, which predicts a $288,000 Bitcoin price by the end of this year. Now check out this linear chart which he shared. You can see it starting to ascend in 2021 where you see that orange dot. Then check out between 2024 and 2025. It's just straight vertical. Get your moon shoes. We're heading to the moon. Now checking out the latest tweet from Rich Dad Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote, total US debt $28 trillion, total U.S. government spending $8 trillion, U.S. government tax collection $3.5 trillion, U.S. government short $4.5 trillion, Biden to spend $1.9 trillion stimulus, U.S. bankrupt, yet stock market higher, economy sick, very, very sick. Buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Shout out to Robert Kiyosaki. It was his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which helped me tremendously as an entrepreneur. And before I break down our final story of the day, Bitcoin's next top could be between $75,000 and $306,000, according to this new Kraken research. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 700 plus videos right here on my channel. Also, some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. You can also find me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News. Yes, and for those of you active on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat, which is uncensored. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day, shall we? Analysis of Bitcoin price action dating back to 2011 suggests the coin price could next top out somewhere between $75,000 and $306,000. Research from Kraken shows, based on one reading of a logarithmic growth curve that connects historical tops and bottoms, a Bitcoin price of $75,000 would signal Bitcoin's entry into overbought territory, marking the end of its current current bull run. Here's a quote: "Based on previous cycles, Bitcoin could likely continue appreciating gradually in price before ultimately going parabolic and hitting resistance, which will signal the end of its fourth bull market cycle," the report states. Analysis of historical price retracements throws up some even bolder predictions. All things being equal, if Bitcoin were to continue along its current growth curve and then enter a retracement similar to prior market crashes, the next bottom would be somewhere around $30,000. And based on this proposed bottom, one can attempt to make predictions about the next market peak depending on the extent of the retracement. If Bitcoin was to retrace 70% during the current cycle, the Bitcoin price could have reached a peak of 102,000 in order to hit the aforementioned bottom of $30,000. Now, similarly, a 90% crash would place the next top at $306,000, while an 86% drop, the average retracement of the previous market cycle, would imply an upcoming market peak of $221,000. Now, does this number look familiar? That's right, Max Kaiser's predicting a $220,000 Bitcoin target by the end of this year. Now, either way, states the report, history would suggest Bitcoin remains far and away from the market top. That, my friend, is a fact. Regardless if that market top is 306,000 or 221,000, we're looking bullish as what? Just saying. Diving into the historical data once more, the first quarter of 2021 proved to be the third best performing quarter in Bitcoin's 12-year existence. That's right. Based on a return percentage and annualized volatility, Kraken's research shows that March has historically been a bad month for Bitcoin, with the Bitcoin price appreciating just twice during this period since it's been trading. And in the past, March has, on average, underperformed February's growth by 11%. The report also notes that Bitcoin is now trending in a manner similar to the first quarter of 2013, the most fruitful quarter one in the coin's history. A correlation of 0.82 between the two is an encouraging sign that could subvert the historic trend, which sees Bitcoin underperform in March. Just because history has showed us March has been bearish, we must not forget that last year we had a halving, and the year following the halving is when the market goes absolutely parabolic. So I'm still bullish for March. I feel we can hit 77,000, if not by the end of this month, then by the end of April. But I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Bitcoin recorded 5 consecutive months of positive returns leading up to the time of this publication. That's a sight witnessed just once before in 2017 during the lead up to that year's bull run and subsequent market peak. So what do you think about this bullish price prediction coming from Kraken Research? Do you think 75,000 or 306,000 as a market top is more likely for this bull run? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. The Kraken CEO Jesse Powell reveals his $1 million Bitcoin price target in a new interview with Bloomberg TV. He bet that the Bitcoin price will grow by roughly 2,000% within the next decade and says it could eventually replace other dominant world currencies, and also says that Bitcoin could be heading to infinity. Let's go BTC. And as I pointed out, unlike Bitcoin, which has true scarcity and a hard cap limited supply of 21 million, we can't say the same for gold. There's no true scarcity, as these villagers just discovered an entire mountain filled with gold. In today's show, I also shared the latest from Max Kaiser, who tweeted, "As a Bitcoin sovereign individual, the number of people I'm obligated to interact with is very small. This is an underrated luxury." Also shared the latest from Adam Back, Russell O'Kong, as well as the Bitcoin Archive with this breaking news they shared. BitGo has revealed it holds $250 million in Bitcoin on its balance sheet. The digital asset infrastructure company has held Bitcoin since 2014. I also shared with you the latest from Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, as well as Rich Dad Robert Kiyosaki. In today's show, I also shared that Bitcoin's next top could be between $75,000 and $306,000 according to this new Kraken research. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go from here? Let me know in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right. And turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. And real quick before I go, I want to give a special shout out to our sponsor, BlockFi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. Here's where you can put your crypto to work. In the month of February, they paid out over $35 million in interest to their clients, including 450 Bitcoin, 5,000 Ethereum, and 6 million in stablecoins. Their flagship product allows you to earn a 6% annual percentage yield on Bitcoin as well as 9.3% on USDT. The other flagship product is crypto-backed loans. You ever wonder, how can I access fiat capital without selling my precious crypto or BTC? Well, look no further. With a crypto-backed loan from BlockFi, you can get an interest rate as low as 4.5%. They also have a special promo running right now where you can get up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $25 or more. All you need to do is click the link below. It'll take you here. Then click this yellow button that says sign up. You'll notice the referral code already pre-populated for you to take advantage of this bonus. So what are you waiting for? Click the link below. Let's start stacking those sats, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.